Hey, this is Victor Antonio, and welcome to another motivational tip just for you. Today, I want to talk about change. We as leaders, managers, have to deal with change all the time, right? In order to adjust to the market conditions, we have to change. That's just part of the reality. But also, there's another reality, and that is that people don't want to change. People who we manage don't want to change. They don't want to change their habits, how they do things. If we as salespeople, managers try to change their territory, they get mad. If we change their compensation programs, they get mad. If we change what they have to sell, oh, they get mad. So they get mad for a lot of reasons, but a lot of this change is necessary. But what I've learned over the years is that if you're going to introduce change into your organizations, one of the best ways to reduce resistance is to answer 5 questions before you start talking about change. The first one is, what's going to change? That's the big, okay, what's going to change? You need, as a manager, to define what is going to change. What is specifically going to change, right? Is it going to be territory change? Is it going to be product and services we're going to sell change? Add some, take away some. Is the compensation plan going to change? Hopefully not. They don't like that one. Don't mess with that too much. But when it comes to salespeople, that's the touchy subject. That's the third rail, right? But people need to know what's going to change. And once you have in your mind, okay, here's what needs to change. The second question they're going to ask in their mind is, why? Why do we have to change? And you better have a good reason for why you're going to change, right? Why are you going to change? In other words, they want to know why. What's the big why? What's the big motivation for wanting to change? Followed by, why now? When is it going to happen? Does it have to happen now? Why can't it happen 6 months from now, a year from now? So what's going to change? Why is it going to change? When is it going to change? And why does it have to happen now? That's what they want to know. Then the big part, how is it going to impact me? That's all they're thinking about. Each person, each salesperson you have is basically egocentric. They only care about how it's going to impact them. Okay, that's what they care about. And you have to be able to answer those questions. Now, in many cases, it's almost impossible because in some cases, when we do make changes, we don't know what some of the unintended consequences are going to be. But to the best of your abilities, you have to be able to answer, how is it going to impact them? Because they're going to ask you, how does that impact me? Okay? And then last but not least is, how is this going to be implemented? What's the rollout plan? What's the blueprint? What's the roadmap? How is this going to happen? How fast is this going to happen? So again, keep this in mind as you're thinking about introducing change into your organization. The first one is, what's going to change, right? What's going to change? Why are we changing? Why now? How does it impact me? And once we get past that is, well, how is this going to roll out? What's the blueprint? What's the roadmap? Have these 5 questions answered on how to change or what changes you're going to make, or else you're going to face some difficulties. So again, these 5 questions are essential to introducing change. Have these 5 questions in your head, have the answers ready, so when people ask you these questions, you're going to be able to answer them with confidence and the ability to actually direct people and say, here's what we're going to do, here's why we're doing it, here's when it's going to start, here's how it's going to roll out, will give them more confidence in you, the sales manager. This is Victor Antonio with another sales motivation tip reminding you, selling ain't hard when you know how. We will see you tomorrow. Take care.